breathing is so important, not only physically, but also emotionally, from a mental health perspective as well. And I think often, we find ourselves doing that short, sort of superficial, shallow breathing. Our breaths are not deep. They're not long, they're not slow. We're not obtaining the oxygen that we really need to get oxygen to every cell within the body. And we really, we find when we've experienced trauma, and whether that's like a major event or whether that's just what life throws at us, I think this word trauma is thrown around quite a bit, but really trauma can be anything that affects us and causes us to sort of hold our breath, to hold that tension within the body and to hold our breath. And so the quality and the consistency of our breath really tells us a lot about our nervous system and about how we are operating within our world and how we are facing challenges within our world as well. So when our nervous system is in this sort of state of chronic self-protection, where we're consistently telling ourselves, I'm not safe, my world is not safe, I need to regain that control and hang on tightly, then we often find ourselves holding our breath, tightening our diaphragm, and really holding on to those emotions. So breath work is really important to be able to switch our nervous system over from that sympathetic nervous system to the parasympathetic nervous system. And when we can switch that over and we can engage our parasympathetic nervous system, then that's the state in which we're able to heal, to rejuvenate, to really approach things with a balanced, sort of logical, reasonable way of thinking. Okay, then we don't get caught up in our emotions. We don't find that anxiety overtakes us, or that we're sinking into that spiral of depression, perhaps. So lots of benefits for breathing, for conscious breathing, for taking that time throughout our day to really focus on the breath, has so many benefits, including that rebalancing of our bodies, rebalancing of the mind, recreating homeostasis within the body-mind. The body and the brain always wants to get back to balance. It wants that homeostasis. And I think so much stress that we're under creates that imbalance and stops us really from getting back to that homeostasis. So breathing really stimulates the vagus nerve, so that the vagus nerve that sort of runs all the way down from the top of our head down through the center there. And when we stimulate our vagus nerve, that helps to activate the parasympathetic nervous system. That slows the breathing. It slows the heart rate down. It increases and improves our respiratory function. And that means that we're taking in more oxygen, and more oxygen is being able to be perfused to every single system within the body, to every organ within the body, blood vessels, and every cell. Every cell throughout the body then is obtaining the necessary, the vital oxygen that it needs. But it's not just taking in the oxygen, it's also releasing the carbon dioxide as well. And so when we're releasing carbon dioxide, we're releasing the toxins, we're creating that optimum gas exchange within the body and creating the stable alkalinity of the blood. So it's not too acidic. It's not too alkaline, it's in that balance again. Again, homeostasis. When we focus on the breath and we stimulate the parasympathetic nervous system, we're also increasing our immune system, its ability to protect the body, to fight viruses, to fight pathogens, and to really keep us in that level of optimum health. And breathing consciously also releases stress hormones and allows, again, the endorphins to be released, those feel-good chemicals within the brain, and just the release of those stress hormones as well. And that in turn then elevates our mood, it calms the mind. And so when we look at the breath and we look at breathing, we start from a physical perspective, but you can see that it has such an impact on our mental health in turn, okay? There are more benefits to breathing than I could go through in this very short time. There are more techniques to this, and those are on my website, and there's also a longer version, a longer video on my website as well, which you're more than welcome to take a look at. Yeah, but this is sort of just taking a moment in your busy day to really focus on the breath, engage that parasympathetic nervous system, and just become more conscious of how we're feeling physically and mentally as well. Okay. So the first thing I always suggest is position, posture. It's a good idea. You can lie down if you want to, but it's a good idea to remain in an upright position so that you really can expand your diaphragm as much as possible. If any of you wish to turn off your videos and to get into a comfortable position, that's entirely fine, no problem at all. Maybe just make sure that that you're all on mute. Just in case, because I know things happen, and we often don't have the luxury of being on our own in our own space. That's fine as well. So just get yourself into a comfortable position, upright or lying down. And I always like to, and I think it's important to set an intention. I commend you all for showing up here today, for being present, and for taking this time for yourself. So maybe the intention for today is just your commitment for this journey that you're on. Maybe it purely is to just focus on the moment that you're in here and now. Your intention could be purposeful in some way, could be an invitation perhaps that you're extending to open yourself up to curiosity, to more discovery about yourself. So just take a moment here to set that intention. And as you do so, just focus on your breath. Focus on the inhale and then on the exhale. Really try to breathe deeply into your chest, into your diaphragm, and down into your abdomen. And then as you exhale, really get a sense of releasing that tension and relaxing. drop your shoulders. Soften your jaw. Let your tongue rest comfortably in your mouth. Just relax the muscles of your face and your neck. Allow your hands to open and clench your fists. Take a deep breath into all the way down into your abdominal cavity. And as you exhale, relax your legs, your knees, your feet. Maybe just drop your knees to the side or open them gently. Place your focus on your chest area, the rise and fall of your chest as you breathe slowly in and exhale fully. So the first structured breathing, the first breath that we are going to practice together is a calming breath. If you've been to one of my sessions before, you may recall the Nyantrich Shvas. So Nyantrit means controlled. We are controlling our breath. And Shwas means breath. So it is that coherent breathing. It's the perfect starting point. It's very simple, but it's very powerful for creating positive changes throughout the body and the mind. It helps to calm the nervous system, and it also helps to clear the mind of thoughts. So when we practice this breath, we do breathe in through the nose. Again, that has many benefits. And you can exhale through the nose also, or you can choose to exhale through the mouth. It's entirely up to you. But we do this Nyantrich Shvas practice with a ratio of 1 to 2. So that means that the exhale is twice as long as the inhale. So we're going to inhale for a count of 4, and then we slowly exhale for a count of 8. Okay, so again, remember nasal breathing if you can. If you feel dizzy, lightheaded, uncomfortable at any time, please stop and breathe normally. And I'm going to count your breath with you here. So we're going to inhale for 4 and exhale for 8. And we'll do 4 rounds of this. Okay? So exhale fully. And then inhale for a count of 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale for 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale for 2, 3, 4. exhale for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale for 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And breathe normally. Just breathing into your diaphragm, into your abdomen, and exhaling, relax, release that tension. So just be aware of your body, be aware of your mind. Notice if there is any part of your body that is perhaps holding some tension. Approach that area with curiosity, with gentleness. You could thank that particular area for showing, for revealing itself to you. So this time we're going to do that same Nayantrit Shwas breath again. So inhale for 4, exhale for 8. And this time, perhaps if you have identified an area of the body that is feeling tense in any way, or it's vibrating at a different frequency to the rest of the body, I just want you to focus your attention on that specific area. And sometimes we do hold a lot of tension either in our throat or in our chest or deep down within our core, within our lower abdomen. And if that feels too vulnerable for you, it's okay to focus on an area perhaps in one of your hands or in your foot or perhaps in a knee joint. That's okay. So just focusing on that body area, focusing on that sensation. And as we do that practice controlled breathing again, keep your awareness on that particular area of the body. So again, exhale, breathe out all of your breath. And here we go. Inhale for 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale for 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale for 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale for 2, 3, 4. Last time. Exhale for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And breathe normally. And as you continue to bring your awareness to that particular part of your body, just notice how that sensation may have shifted in some way. Maybe it feels a little bit lighter. Maybe its consistency has changed. Maybe it feels less dense, or perhaps you have been able to release that. But whatever the sensation is at this moment, just acknowledge again that sensation. Thank it for showing up. Thank it for what it had to show you. And know that you can come back to this sensation again later if you feel that there is more work to do in this area. And the next breathing pattern that we are going to practice together is the Samvriti Pranayama. Sam means balance or equal. So again, we're looking at bringing the body-mind back to balance. We're looking at creating that homeostasis within the body that the body-mind so craves. And then Vritti means your own personal nature or your mind. So Samvriti would translate literally to balancing of the mind. So the breathing rate in this practice is always equal. You may also be aware, if you've done any breath work before, you may know this breath, this Samvriti Pranayama, as boxed breath. So the practice of this is to inhale the breath, to hold the breath, and then to exhale the breath, and again hold the breath. So it's very much like that four-sided boxed breathing. So we're going to inhale for a count of 4. We'll hold the breath for a count of 4. Then we will exhale for a count of 4, and again hold that exhale for a count of 4 before we breathe in again. And we'll do this 4 times. So exhale all of the breath. Breathe out, breathe out, breathe out. And then here we go. Inhale for 2, 3, 4. Hold the breath for 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 2, 3, 4. And hold for 2, 3, 4. Again, inhale for 2, 3, 4. Hold the breath for 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 2, 3, 4. Hold the breath for 2, 3, 4. Here we go. Inhale for 2, 3, 4. Hold the breath for 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 2, 3, 4. Hold the breath for 2, 3, 4. Last time. Inhale for 2, 3, 4. Hold the breath for 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 2, 3, 4. And hold for 2, 3, 4. And breathe normally. Just going to return to the intention that we set at the beginning of this session. think about that commitment that you had for your journey here today, or perhaps it was just focusing on the moment. Perhaps there was a purpose or an invitation, but whatever that intention is, this is where we are going to connect to the energy of that for this last practice of the Samvriti Pranayama, the boxed breath. We're going to connect to the energy. Perhaps we visualize the intention that we set. We are going to immerse ourselves in the feeling of it, in the emotions of it. So really bring your awareness, keep your awareness to the here and the now, and focus on that intention. And it may be again that you feel that somewhere within your body or somewhere within your mind. Whichever works for you, that's okay. And as you hold your attention to that commitment, to that purpose, or to that invitation, we're going to practice that Samvriti Pranayama again. So again, 4 rounds. Inhale for 4, hold for 4, exhale for 4, hold for 4. Okay. Exhale completely now, all of the breath from your lungs. Here we go. Inhale for 2, 3, 4. Hold the breath for 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 2, 3, 4. Hold the breath for 2, 3, 4. And again, inhale for 2, 3, 4. Hold the breath for 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 2, 3, 4. Hold it for 2, 3, 4. Inhale for 2, 3, 4. Hold the breath for 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 2, 3, 4. And hold for 2, 3, 4. Last time. Inhale for 2, 3, 4. Hold the breath for 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 2, 3, 4. Hold the breath for 2, 3, 4. And relax. Breathe normally. And as you continue to just be aware of that intention that you set, just thank that intention. Thank that part of the body or the mind where you hold that intention. Feel that gratitude to yourself for showing up here today, for taking this time for yourself, for reconnecting, for grounding, for balancing. And when you're ready, you can bring your awareness back to the whole of your body, to your environment, and to this time. And you can open your eyes. Thank you for taking part in this.